What's up, guys? This is episode number 6 of Culture Exposed. Today we're here with my good friend Jacob,
Hello.
who lives in England. He's lived there for the past year. He studies there. He is from Slovakia, just like me, so we're good friends and everything. Yeah, so today, obviously, we're talking about England and some of the cool stuff you can see in England and some of the not so cool stuff you can see in England and about England in general. I'm so repetitive right now. Question number 1. How do the English feel about the World Cup flop? So, as some of you know, England is basically already done. They've lost 2 games and they are basically incapable of making it out of their group. It's been a long time since they messed up this bad, so a lot of British people have all sorts of feelings about it. So yeah, what kind of feelings are those?
As you know, England is based on football. It's their national sport, you could say. So now they must be disappointed. Yeah. I don't know what to say else about it. I was there when they played the first match with Italy, and I watched them how they reacted to their defeat, basically, and they were very, very disappointed.
Yeah, so basically all the players right now are gonna get...
They're not North Korea.
The English are disappointed. So moving on to question number 2. Is the food really as bad as everybody thinks? Is it true? Is it false? Where can you get good food?
Oh well, there are loads of places where you can get good food, and I must say the food is not that bad. It's actually just different. There is a different cuisine. You can't really say anything else.
It's about getting used to it.
Yeah, you have to get used to it. Good restaurants, they also exist in England, of course, but the food is a bit different. It can be a bit more fatty, greasy. They rely loads on chips and potatoes, and most of the time they eat just chicken. Well, it's like some sort of meat, and then pizzas, pastas, but it's not really different. And they are also trying to change. You can see it on young people that they try to change their way how they eat. It is changing towards the European standard right now. So everyone wants to eat healthy food, salads and shit like that.
Like in England, a lot of the times they won't use spices or salt or any of that.
Oh yeah, that's so true. Usually I go to this restaurant for a dinner, and sometimes I get a pasta, and the pasta has absolutely no salt on it, so it's plain.
Is that changing or?
Yeah, it is slowly changing. Of course, it is.
Soon, maybe people will be like, "Yo, you want to get some good English food? Yeah, it's so delicious." Maybe not just yet, but in the future. Yeah, so that's good stuff. Good stuff right there. Moving on to question number 3, and there's actually a situation, an immigration situation in England. So can you tell us some details of what it's like?
Yeah, of course. So basically, in England, because it was such an influential country in world's history, it had colonies all around the world. For example, like the biggest one, India, and in Africa, they had loads of colonies. Australia, Canada, and also USA in the beginning. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. So there are loads of immigrants in there, and they do not try to suppress it. So there is still even a bigger flow of immigrants than there was ever before. You can see it on maybe mosques getting built, and we can see it on of kebab stands. You have people from all around the world, so also you have different foods from all around the world, and the people with it.
Yeah, so there are immigrants, they are coming in, but unlike the US, there's not any border control, right?
No, not yet. But it seems that the country wants to change right now, in that sense that they really had enough of those immigrants and of them trying to just get benefits and basically do nothing. So,
Oh, like in America.
yeah.
We're just kidding, guys. No hate, just
Just love.
just love. Yeah, if you
No
work
homo.
and you're really no judgment. It's culture. You do whatever you want.
I think it is very important for the country to keep its cultural heritage and not to get overtook
Well,
by some other cultures.
like in England, I feel they have a strong cultural presence, and I don't think that's gonna like be the case. I just think that just educate yourself before you go, and that way you can contribute rather than maybe upset.
Yeah. I met
That's-
so many nice people during that year I studied there. Basically, children of immigrants. They were raised very well. Their behavior is like people from Britain. It's the same.
Yeah.
They just have different skin color, and that doesn't mean anything.
Nice. Now we can upload it online. Okay, let's move on to the next question, and that is, how do you get a tan in England? A lot of people think it's impossible.
Oh yeah, it is nearly impossible, but there's like few days in the year which are like completely sunny the whole day, and that's the time when the gingers get sunburned. That's how it is.
It's culture.
Actually, that's fact.
It's facts. We love everybody.
I saw a ginger girl. I think she's my friend on Facebook, so I shouldn't be probably saying this. She was outside for 30 minutes, and she got sunburned as hell. It's like a red skin, like a crab or something. This is not racist for me. I think it's like, I think that's the way
I
I
don't
was.
think you should say that, because that's bad.
Okay, that's bad. Okay.
Are those days chosen at random? Is it just like, oh, it's sunny, wow? Or is it just like, oh, we're expecting sun?
There is the stereotype that you think of every time when you think of England. It's the rain.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there's loads and loads of rain. I think every day in the winter, it snows or it rains, but then it gets somehow sunny. I don't know how this is happening.
So those days are random?
Yeah. In a few minutes, it changes.
Yeah, moving on to the fifth and last question. There is a lot of nationality disputes. I've heard stories about how supposedly the English aren't so fond of Europeans and are more likely to be nice to Americans. How did you see this stereotype in England in person, eye to eye?
This is one of the first things you actually notice when you come to England. The first thing is they drive on the left side, and the second thing is they say thank you, sorry, millions of times a day. And even when they are not really sorry, but when they don't have to say it, it's just like a common phrase, to be fair for them.
See, if you actually spend a lot of time in England, like Jacob did in the past months, you notice that there's a lot of good manners out there and a lot of kind acts towards you. So yeah,
They're really nice people.
That
Very nice
definitely
people.
add that to your should I go to England list.
And
Yeah.
England's grass is way more green than grass here in Slovakia.
Well, you could probably say that about like anywhere.
No, it's just because they have like loads of rain, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Hey, you didn't. I had to tell you.
Or somebody breaking into the house. Maybe. Who knows? Nice. Give me that camera. Those are our 5 questions about England. Lots of cool stuff. Hopefully you learned something today. If we offended you, we didn't mean to. Let us know in the comments.
I didn't mean to.
Let us know in the comments if it was too much for you or if you thought we should get more offensive. We will listen to any suggestions. Don't forget to check out the last video. There will be links to the whole playlist, everything, to learn more about other countries' cultures, things. Subscribe, like, share, all that good jazz. And yeah, We upload every Monday, so
God save the Queen.
there you go. God save the Queen. This is Culture Exposed. I'm Christian. This is Jacob, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.